Good morning. Welcome back to the channel. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Aaron, and today is our last long run before our half marathon. Today's Sunday. I think it's June 1st actually. Very exciting. This much closer to summer. We are free today for like the first time in like a month. So of course I had to sleep in. It's like 11 o'clock. I mean, I've been up for a bit, but I'm just finally actually moving. The only things planned today really are we have our long run in probably like an hour, and then we're gonna hang out with the boys, probably just my one friend, maybe go get like a matcha or something, and then tonight I'm gonna go hit a shoulder workout. So they say when you'd have days off, you do the things that you would do if money wasn't a thing, and I chose working out twice. So yeah, not really anything exciting going on today. But I just put together my breakfast: oats, peanut butter, protein powder, some Greek yogurt, banana, honey, maybe a little bit of cinnamon. See how I feel. Well-balanced breakfast. My last long run, I'm not doing any type of like mileage, so I'm really trying to make up for the fact that I was sick. So I kind of had to like taper my distance up. Thankfully, I'm already kind of in shape, so it wasn't too bad. So I started, my first run was 4 miles. I think then I did 5, and then I did 6. And today I'm literally just gonna time goal, and I'm probably gonna run for like 2 hours. I know they say you should taper down before the race, but my taper ended up being like last week. So I'm kind of taking like a lifting approach, because technically I went down in mileage 2 weeks before, and now I'm kind of rebuilding back up. I'm using the advantage that I got of rest, my body feeling good, to kind of build back up and get mentally ready. Because for me right now, that's the biggest thing. So I'm about to take this breakfast down, and then we're literally just gonna go run for like 2 hours. Nothing fast. This is probably gonna be like my slowest pace run that I've done probably since the prep started. Probably like an 11-minute pace, literally just shuffling along, just moving my ass. The whole point is just to kind of get steps in and really just focus on moving for that extended period of time. Because again, it might, what I'm saying again is if you guys know, but so forecast right now is showing that it's probably gonna rain during the half. Both of my buddies are kind of recovering from injury, so I don't know if this is gonna be like a PR attempt. Truthfully, I think we're just gonna kind of see how I feel that day. And if I just want to full send it, I'm just gonna full send it. But if not, you know, we're just chilling. I'll get the medal, PR another time. This is something that's going to be ongoing, so it's not like this is the beginning of the end or the end of the beginning. So there'll be plenty of times to be able to do that. But I'm going to eat breakfast. I just chill, watch some YouTube, make sure I start getting hydrated, put my stuff together, and then I'm going to head out. All right, guys. So I'm at the park now. I'm not going to lie, I've been running for quite some time. I was on the phone. I was trying to figure out how to burn 2 hours. So I was talking to my buddy Sam. Shout out Sam. We were just kind of chopping it up about some business ideas, and he's trying to start up something new. So, you know, I'm not the smartest guy. I haven't a lot of knowledge because, you know, I've read and I listen to a lot of smart people. But most advice in life is going to be the same. You just got to be consistent and persistent, and most of your questions will be answered along the way. Obviously, there's always a better way to do things, but it's better to try and then figure that out than to try and perfect it, because you'll never be perfect. Chasing perfection before starting anything makes no sense, because how are you going to know what's imperfect, you know? But see if I can give you guys a shot of my watch. So I've got probably like an hour and 15 minutes left. I don't know if you guys saw, but I literally just set my watch for 2 hours. By the way, I love this thing because it allows me to kind of switch up what I'm carrying. So this is going to be my race day carry. You see my side boob, but I have this chest pack. I have my Camelback on my back. So I got my water source. Today, because it's just a slow burn,
I literally just set the timer for 2 hours. I had to pee, so I paused my watch. I'm not cheating, I'm not gonna let the time run. Paused my watch, went, sipped on some carbs and electrolytes. So maybe took like a minute off. Now we're back at it. The pace that we're moving at today is slow. So we're just trying to really focus on the endurance aspect. Because like I said, we're a week out, so there's not really a need to run fast and really make our legs sore. And a lot of this is really a confidence run. But so far, we're already 45 minutes in. I feel perfectly fine. I was literally on the phone for 45 minutes, so we're just kind of cruising. Thankfully, this measures my heart rate, but the fact that I can sit here and talk is a big sign of the fact that I'm sitting in zone 2. So that's where we want to be. My pace is like a 12:30. This is a light shuffle. So we're just kind of enjoying it. Really just letting our mind flow. Kind of just not thinking, just moving. Because sometimes when you're working and you're like going through things, especially with running, you want to be able to just kind of flow. You don't want to have to think all the time. Because if you're thinking, you're probably in a bad spot. So you want to be able to just move and just let your body move without any form of restriction coming from your brain. Because most friction is going to come from your mind, not your body. So we're just going to keep attacking this. I'll probably check in like another half hour. Because, you know, unless you guys want to sit here and listen to me talk while I run the whole time, probably get a massive tan on my face. We're just gonna chill, and then I'll catch up with you guys, and I'll let you guys know how I'm feeling. I've got about 35 minutes left, and still feeling good. I've kept my heart rate pretty much under 140 the whole time. Eventually my pace picked up naturally, so I'm like high 11s, which is like honestly faster than I even want to be running, but it's hard to run really slow, especially as you get faster. So I'm literally just shuffling my feet. This is a very low effort run, but I really, especially for my next like prep or whenever I do my marathon, I really need to focus on these runs a lot more, because I have slow runs, but when you're out of shape, slow runs can still be kind of hard, you know? So it's kind of like, you kind of have to find that balance. And you have to understand, like, okay, if I need to train my endurance, I need to slow down as hard as possible and just physically work on building up that endurance. Because for me, I always would feel that fatigue kick in right around like the 40-minute mark. It's like an hour mark. Now I'm like an hour and a half almost in, and my legs like are just now starting, the lactate is starting to settle in. So that's a good thing. I paused once to pee, and then just trying to stop to sip electrolytes real quick. But other than that, you know, we're kind of just working through this. Yeah, definitely, you know, learning points for the future is really focusing on building that long-term endurance and that muscular endurance for physically running. So doing really, really slow runs like this, no pressure of pace, just moving for long periods of time, is going to be very important. But as I said earlier, the only way to learn these things, you can watch people and listen all day to what people say, because people will tell you this, but most of us don't really know, because you don't know what your zones are until you actually start. So you see some people saying, yeah, zone 2, running 8-minute miles. It's a totally different level. So I'm gonna stay in my zone 2, and I'll catch you guys when I'm done. All right, so we are all done. I finished my 2 hours. I'll probably pop it up here on the screen. I don't know if I'll either pop it up now. Yeah, I'll pop it up now for you. I guess I'll just go over it real quick. The main thing we want to focus on here is the fact that I was looking to run 2 hours. Obviously, there wasn't necessarily like a distance goal or anything. Of course, mentally, the way I am, there's always going to be a goal in mind. So ideally, I wanted to run at least 10 miles, and I was able to achieve that. So I was within my benchmarks of where I wanted to be, even though I was running slow. So the goal was just to, 10 miles or more, If, to be honest with you, would I have picked up my pace if I didn't hit that? No, because the goal was just time, right? So this is our last long run before we hit the half. Honestly, I'm not necessarily going to be upset or whatever if we just end up jogging it. I think I've mentioned it previously. A couple buddies got injuries. It's probably going to rain. And, you know, I did get my race day shoes already. And I'm going to do a separate video for that. I'm going to show my whole running rotation and unboxing them and whatnot. And kind of like first thoughts. I've already run in them, so that's kind of a spoiler. So the unboxing video is going to be, it's going to be fake. I'll say it in the video too, doesn't matter. I'm just going on my rotation. I wouldn't be upset. I think I mentioned that already though. I think I've also said the fact that I've mentioned everything already. Very repetitive. I don't remember half of the things. I barely remembered my sister's birthday. I don't remember what I said earlier. But regardless, we're going to stretch, go eat, probably go get a matcha. I've decided I want a matcha. So I'm just gonna stretch. I'm gonna hang out here in the grass, stretch out, enjoy the breeze. It got a little chilly on the run. Also wanted to mention, this run was fueled by pizza. So I know you guys saw my breakfast. I had some oats and bananas and stuff, or banana honey. That's like my go-to. That's like my everyday breakfast. I haven't had berries. Normally I would also throw berries in there, mostly just for health benefits, antioxidants, a little bit more carbs. But to be honest with you, I don't really count fruits towards like my overall carb intake, because it just, the way it affects your body is different. It's good. So normally I'd have fruits in there too, but last night I had they had pizza at my second job, and it was 3 pies that nobody took home. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I was like, you know what, I have a 2-hour run, I'm gonna go hit shoulders later. I was like, I have a double workout tomorrow. I was like, I've been really good. I don't really eat out. I eat out maybe once a week. Usually on Wednesdays I'll go to Stu Leonard's with my coworkers, which this week I definitely want to film that because I love that place. If you don't know what Stu Leonard's is, I'm going to show you. It's wild. But I usually go there and I'll buy food. I spend like 25 bucks. That's like my eating out money for the week. Everything else I cook because I'm home. It's easy. But we had 3 pizza pies left over, and they were just going to throw them out. So I was like, you know what? I'll take them home. I hate to see food go to waste. So my sister ate some, and I had 4 buffalo chicken slices and 2 cheeses. And wow, was I happy. The amount of dopamine I got from that, it felt so good. So full transparency, I ate that. When I get home, I'm probably also going to eat pizza, just because today we have a pretty short, what time is it? It's 3 o'clock. Ideally, I want to get to the gym around 7 or 8. So we have a pretty short turnaround. 5 hours max between workouts. So I want to get in as much carbs as fast as possible, as much food as fast as possible, to try and recover to the best of my ability. So we're going to go home. I'm going to have literally just, I'll probably, will I eat something? I'm honestly just going to eat pizza, have matcha, and then probably have another meal, hit my shoulder workout, and then I'll have like an actual solid meal tonight. So I don't think I'm going to be able to film my shoulder workout, but I may bring my camera just to kind of show you guys that I'm actually there. I feel like I need to prove everything I do, or else people are going to think I'm full of shit, because I feel like people do that, and I don't want to be one of those guys. But anyway, I'm going to stop yapping. I'm starting to cool off, so I want to hit the stretch, maintain my health, my mobility. I'll see you guys at the house. Post-workout as promised, eating some buffalo chicken pizza. I feel like this gave me an ample amount of like sodium and stuff yesterday when I was like prepping for this. And I haven't had pizza in so long, and I didn't check my sleep score until earlier because I didn't really set an alarm or anything today because I knew I didn't have to be anywhere. It said I slept almost exactly 8 hours, and I just let myself sleep and wake up naturally. Oddly enough, so I've been getting up to pee in the middle of the night like twice, right? And I think the reason why I didn't last night was because this had so much sodium in it. So I didn't have to pee out any water. But like it said my sleep score was great. That's the first great sleep score I've gotten since I bought this watch like a couple weeks ago. And I slept 8 hours. It says I was basically asleep the whole time, like barely woke up, barely moved. I was just out. So pizza might be the good luck charm. This might be low-key like the new night before the run ritual. Because I've done pasta before, but I feel like, I guess there's not enough fats or anything. So like, I don't know how to explain it, but I guess like it doesn't optimize my body for sleep. So this might be the new cheat code. Oh, that's crazy. I got a crazy good night's sleep. I feel amazing. I think it's because I had like a super high calorie day. I haven't done that in quite some time, where I've just gone out and just ate whatever and just had a ton of calories come in. So I'm gonna eat this, get some work done. I really need to shower because, as you can see, I'm in the same shirt. I'm honestly disgusting the fact that I didn't shower the second I got home. But I'm gonna eat this, get some work done, and then I'm gonna head to Starbucks, grab my matcha, probably listen to like a service. I was pretty upset because my intent during my run was to listen to my church service. They just ended up not live streaming today, so I'm gonna listen to a service where I read a book, enjoy my drink, and then come home and start getting ready for the gym. So I probably won't be talking during those portions, but I'll show you guys like where I'm at and while I'm there. All right, so I just got back home. I went out and I was already like halfway there. Realized I forgot my camera, so it's all good. Either way, I had my matcha at Starbucks. My order, standard matcha. I just sub out the milk for almond milk, and then I sub the sugar or the syrup for sugar-free vanilla. I do like half because I don't like it too sweet. Chilled there for like an hour. I listened to a sermon online because I didn't go to church this morning. Thought my church was going to live stream. They didn't. It's fine. This is going to be the pre-workout meal. We're doing a fat bowl of Chipotle. I got, let me see, I'll show you guys. I got the honey chicken, white rice, both beans, mild, hot, corn, and guac. So they went a little light on everything except the rice and the beans. So I'm probably going to shit myself later. But anyway, this is going to be the pre-workout meal. Today, I kind of like, the point was to kind of eat a lot last night to kind of like carb up. Usually you want to do like a carb up like way before, or not like way before, but I'm trying to simulate like what it would be like on the actual race day. So trying to implement the right habits now so that when I actually run like a full marathon or something like that, I'm already, I have everything down packed and I know how my body's going to react. But so last night was kind of like a carb up. Yesterday, my food honestly wasn't even really on par. Now that I think about it, work was really busy. So I had like my regular oatmeal meal. I had rice and chicken, like a small bowl. And then I only had Greek yogurt with protein and fruit before I went to actual work. So I feel like the pizza was kind of like everything I needed and then some. And then obviously, as you saw, I had the 3 slices earlier, and now I'm eating Chipotle. The reason why is because I do have to make rice. But sometimes, like, I won't eat enough food because I'm so used to eating a certain way. I have, like, that bodybuilder mentality. I'm also out of pasta. So I know I'm not going to have, like, a ton of carbs unless I make a lot of rice and eat a lot of rice. So I figured I'm already out. Might as well just get something. So this is my second meal out this week. Such a money pit. But I'm pretty disciplined, so when I want to eat out, it doesn't really bother me. I almost got froyo, but I didn't. I was good this time. But one thing I wanted to mention too is like the goal is to be hybrid, right? It's not just to be a runner. If I was just a runner, I wouldn't care as much. As far as like, if I was running like hundreds of miles a week volume wise, I'd probably just be focused on carbs, which now I am also. But how you eat is very important because like my goal is obviously I want to stay as muscular as possible. So I have to eat probably more calories than somebody and more protein than somebody who just runs a lot because I'm exerting my body in different ways and I'm trying to hold on to as much muscle and as much weight as possible. I'm going to let my body adapt naturally. The more I run, obviously my body's going to adapt and it's going to do what it needs to do to become efficient, right? That's just how it works. But in order to maintain the mass and the strength also, because when you're trying to be hybrid, strength in the gym is very important also, right? I'm trying to be as strong as possible, muscular, lean, whatever. So food is going to be important. So now that I've been running a lot, especially on big run days, I don't shy away from calories. Like I will eat whatever I want. It's kind of like a free day. I'm really trying to get out of that bodybuilder mentality of like diet. Like this is what you eat. So we're slowly working through that. But I'm excited. I'm going to chow down on this. I'm going to go hit my shoulder workout. And then probably just take it down for the night. All right, so just got back from the gym. I literally, same thing, got in the car, was halfway, didn't bring my camera. I'm not allowed to have a tripod there or anything anyway, so not like it would have made a difference. But I could at least took like a pump pic so you guys know I was there. But anyway, I could always pop up the stats here.
I've been trying to do my best to keep it track on my watch. The reps for certain exercises is not super accurate. I don't know if it bases off of hand speed, but dude, I'm not like, if I'm pushing heavy weight, bro, I'm not gonna be, you know what I mean? Like this thing wants me to fucking just go, and I can't. So, but this is my last meal. It is same as meal one, essentially, except now I actually, under all this, I have berries in there. So just oats, Greek yogurt, scoop of protein, peanut butter, banana, berries, honey. So keeping it simple, trying to be efficient. I didn't want my last meal to be massive because my first 2 meals were massive, and I'm going to be going to sleep in like probably like 30-40 minutes. So, but that's going to be a wrap. I'll pop up the stats, I guess, here for my workout. For me, I'm very big on like a proof. I don't know if you guys could hear that. I'm a very big proof guy, so it should show the date. I could always circulate it, figure it out, or whatever. But anyway, overall, that's the most I've run and the heaviest I've ever worked out in the same day. Not bad. Obviously, you know, having a lot of calories supported it. I felt pretty good throughout my workout. I actually had a crazy good pump. I think probably because I've been eating a lot of calories the past, I guess, 24 hours. Like before I went to bed and then throughout the day, had a lot of calories. Overall, like my body, like I feel tired. Like I'm ready to, you know, just knock out and go to sleep. But I felt strong. So, but this is where I'm gonna end the video. I'm doing my best to try and get out more of these. You know, this is the last week building up. Ideally, I want to be putting out more than one video a week. So we're working on it. I tried to record like a vlog style video, but I didn't actually go anywhere. So it ended up being a video of me just talking for 10 minutes in different areas. And I didn't really like it. So we're trying to be a little bit more adamant about the vlog, so, or just about the videos. But anyway, if you guys got this far, like, subscribe, comment if you have any questions about fitness, or if you just want to say anything, or if you want to wish me good luck, whatever. Anything with engagement helps, you know, with the algorithm and whatnot. I don't like to push it in the beginning of my video because I don't think it makes a difference, and I don't want to sound like thirsty because I want you guys to watch me for me, and I don't want to deter somebody from potentially enjoying a video or maybe finding a new creator just because I say you should subscribe in the beginning of the video. Maybe like a pop-up or something. But I hope you guys all have a great night. It is Sunday. We're going into Monday. I work bright and early, 8 a.m. tomorrow. So we're going to start this week off strong, and then we're going to cruise into the weekend, and we're going to hit our race. It's the week is here. So yeah, have a good night. Peace.